Today I'm going to modify my Alinco power supply to take a set of PowerPole connectors in the front panel. Okay, so I got this thing opened up and show you what's inside here. Got plenty of room in there, and so I measured out the size of the cutout on the PowerPole connector, made a little doll. And I think what we're going to do is end up sticking it right in the center there. And then what I'm going to do is take off these banana jack binding posts that they have on here. They're not standard banana jack size anyways. So I pulled one of the posts out. It's not brass, not copper. It's some chrome plated something. 4mm post. Pretty cheap. So yeah, we'll upgrade the quality of this and change the lugs and actions inside. Okay, so what I did was I made two little templates. One's about 1.1 inches in diameter, and the other one's 1.63 by 0.85. The new battery terminals showed up, and this is what they look like compared to the old one. This is the original that was on the power supply with the banana jack. We're getting rid of that, and these are real heavy-duty 5/16 brass battery terminals. So that's the PowerPole connector I'm using, and those are the terminals, and I use one of these crimpers right here. So that's what the PowerPole connector looks like, wired up. Got all of the terminal ring terminals on, ready. Okay, so there it is. I've got the PowerPole connector in, and the ground side's hooked up. The ground side battery post is in, and it's tight. And what I'm doing is working on the positive side now. And what I do is I disassemble it, use a little brass cleaning brush, polish up every one of the parts, clean them off with brake cleaner so they're chemically clean. And once everything, so just so you can see, these are the terminals, or the ring connectors that they use, these little tiny guys here to hook on these, and this is what we're doing. We're got everything hooked up to 12 gauge wire. Okay, well, we're getting there. New battery terminals are on, PowerPole connectors in, everything's wired internally. I'll show you towards the end. The only thing we're waiting for now is for the USB 3.0 digital multimeter combo to show up. We'll get that installed, and then we'll fire it up. I'm also going to try to get rid of that fuse, and I'll replace that with a 10 amp circuit breaker. Okay, there it is. We've got the circuit breaker installed, so we've got no more fuses to deal with. So here's how the power supply came out. So what we did was we put these new battery lugs on here, getting rid of the little tiny baby binding posts, which had banana jacks in it that we never use. I put the power poles on the front. However, this could have gone on the back too. There's plenty of room in the back of the cabinet here. They could have been mounted back there, so if that's an alternative place to mount it. I got rid of the fuse, and I put in a 10 amp breaker, and I also put in the USB 3.0 charging ports. There's actually, okay, so one final shot here. Here we are powering it up, and so there's the 340 completed. Everything's plugged in. So we get the power poles, the circuit breaker, the binding post, digital voltmeter, USB 3.0 charging ports, and that's powering everything up. Watt meter, antenna tuner. We got a power amp here, 2 meter stuff, analyzer, HF rig. Everything's powered off of there, and this is the surgical center over here, so we're fully equipped to work on anything if we need to. If we have to, we can do it. But that's the surgical center, and then some other interesting artifacts: an old analog computer, crank phone. Can you guess what that is? Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Later.